806安啊，哦，还有10组安啊。对，我今天就继续推主线啊，看能不能拿到那个飞行坐骑这样。你是说那个长枪吗？哈哈，哎，话说我看我那个更新技能是不是也改了？哎，真的变4只，真的变4只，好吧？原本只要它原本只要3只嘛，然后现在变4只了这样。对啊，我更新完之后也改4只啊。就我那个上次玩的时候是3只，然后这边就变4只。哦，那这样不错啊。分裂标枪，对，推进标枪吧。我再看一下他那个技能说明好了。我推进标枪上面写4只，但我这样射出去之后3只，是吗？哦，他那个 bug 还不太一样哦，每个人 bug 还不太一样啊，这很神奇啊。对，我的是3只哎，我的那个技能说明是4只没错，但是我实际这样子用的话是，我现在没耐力了，用不了。不过我刚刚确定我用的是3只啊。还那个每个人 bug 还不太一样呢，真不知道这个原因到底是什么？你是不是 bug 之上又触发了别的 bug 啊？这个我就不知道哎，说不定是还有什么条件，还有别的条件，所以用不一样 bug。我再试一下，是吧？确实是3只没错，会算数的应该都看得出来啊。这个推进标枪，它技能说明要4只，不过我用出来是3只啊，可能每个人情况不一样吧。好啦，我就继续跑主线好了，那个就不管他。还没，我是看那个白金攻略是说最好就拿到飞行坐骑，然后就飞上去，飞到最高的地方之后再滑下来就好了。所以我想说好了，我就先继续跑主线好了。那个是不是要那个？我看的那个我看的那个攻略是说你拿到坐骑飞到最高的地方，然后再滑下来就好。不过我不知道它那个实际过程是怎样啊？你是说这只吗？你是说地锐这只吗？还是别只？不过我目前地图上能找到的长颈兽就剩这只啊，还有一只哦。我这边没有，我这边还是没办法看出来。切割器，这么说我不太记得是哪一只，紫砂地还是单砂还是？那应该就这只了吧？你说守卫之钢哦？你是说守卫之钢这只吗？对啊，是这只吗？我目前地图上有长颈兽就这边最边边第一只嘛，然后这个第2只。哦，你是说从那边飞下来啊？对啊，这个高度的确够了，应该是可以啦。如果你飞对方向的话，应该是可以这边直接飞下来。 萤火。哦，它附近山上的萤火吗？你说这个点哦，这个点我还没上去。哦，你是说这个点上去再飞下来是吗？这样高度应该是够高啊。你看它地形图的话，高度应该是够高吧？不过我还没爬到这里过啊。对，那应该是这里吧。然后这个黑色的地方应该就是进不去的地方啊。那黑色的地方应该一般来说都进不去了。哦，好，那我改天私底下再试试看好了。对，那个还要找高度够高的，它那个滑翔时间没办法持续太久啊。话说它可以继续解吗？可以嘞，那顺便解它的支线好了。
Aloy, well met. We've been briefed on our mission, and are ready whenever you wish to head to Cauldron Gemini.
Were you able to finish the new arm Gaia was helping you with?
Indeed. I was hoping we could discuss it, if you have a moment.
哦，反正直接往长颈兽那边飞过去就 OK 了。
Have you spoken with Alva?
The Quen is peculiar. Nothing like a Tenakth. Her mind is sharp, that much is certain. But it's hard to imagine her surviving in the wilds.
Trust me, she's tougher than she looks.
I will take your word for it.
艾娃其实很强他已经跟着亚罗伊跟了2次了，还能活下来就已经了不起了。
How are your studies going?
最终者
I
还
wanted to
好啊
learn。more about the world of the old ones.
And?
I looked up this pharaoh Gaia said you went looking for, and learned about the plague of machines he unleashed. To think that the ancient world was wiped out by a mistake. A single miscalculation. There is no glory or honor in such a fate. Only hubris and pointless death.
That about sums it up. You wanted to talk about your arm?
Indeed. It's time to test it. And I want you to be there.
Okay. How are we doing this?
Not how. Where? Will you meet me where we felled Regala's tremor tusk? Right where the river bends?
Sure, if you want, but I'm not sure I understand.
You'll see when we get there. I promise.
Then I'll let you know when I get close.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
哦，所以去
But
那
I
边
have to go.
Then do
Like I said, I'll call you when I'm close to Regala's old outpost near the
加拉的
bulwark.
旧哨站，
May the Ten guide your way.
然后去那边刺他的手臂哦。好，那我之后那我等等就去好了。话说你为什么不能打近战训练场啊？之前是卡住吗？话说艾娃这时候在哪？哦，艾娃在那里面哦。拿一下。这 bug 很奇怪啊，我倒是没遇过，就是。
There's just so much. I mean, we knew of artificial beings that served the ancestors, but Gaia? Oh, she's amazing! And you, a true reincarnation of an ancestor. Genetically speaking, of course, not like the, late CO. And there's more ancestors out there, returned from beyond the stars. Of course, they're trying to kill us, which is not great. And Eric Visser is with them, which is disturbing. And then there's Hephaestus, and...
Okay. How about
这小姐嗨
we
过
take it
头了
one
吧？
step at a time?
这就感觉这小姐就很容易嗨过头啊。
I also owe you an explanation for everything that happened at landfall.
自称 C， 对啊 CEO 真不知道为什么他会以为他是法罗转世哎，不知道可不可以从他身上问出一些情报出来。他应该很习惯了吧？感觉他已经，他之前就，毕竟他之前就已经使用过了，所以他应该已经很习惯看资料这样子，不像其他原始人一开始还根本没碰过这些东西啊。 对啊，艾娃是本来就有啦，只是换比较高级的那个，就是换比较高级的装备啊。他应该马上就很进入状况啊。哇，好多， 先问一下好了。
Back at the greenhouse, you spoke of knowledge forbidden to your people.
Diviners are meant to seek out the truth in the legacy, and many Imperials sponsor them in the hopes they'll find something the Empire can put to use, thus gaining favor with the Emperor. But the Board of Overseers claims certain truths are detrimental to the stability of the Empire, like discovering one of our revered ancestors ended the world. That is why Diviners are only allowed to access segments of the legacy. Only Overseers can view it all. It ensures that any heretical data can be contained and retrieved before it can spread.
What happens to Diviners who break the rules?
I never had the courage to ask.
对啊，就像是就像从那个 Windows 2000变成那个 Win10感觉吧，大概是这样。它本来就是会使用的，所以这只是那个硬体更新而已。
The ancestors, is that what your people call the old ones?
Yes and no. The ancestors are the greatest of the old ones. Those whose legacy taught us agriculture, medicine, warfare, leadership, and patronage of the science and arts.
The CEO called Elizabeth Sobek an assistant. What's that about?
Right. Well, any old one who has made minor contributions or worked extensively under one of the ancestors is called an assistant. That's how we thought of Sobek, until we met you. Our limited access to data past the late 2040s has obviously misinformed our view of the past.
哦，大概是他们看的资料都是那个索贝克还在法罗手下当员工的时候吧，所以才有这种误解哦。因
You
为他
said
们
you
根本就
owed
不知道
me an
之后发生
explanation
什
for
么
what happened in Thebes. I'm listening.
Right. I'll start at the beginning with the CEO. He was an Imperial, the Emperor's nephew, in fact. As such, he sponsored many Diviners to search the legacy for anything that might help the tribe, and himself. He took a special interest in anything related to Ted Faro, whom we consider the greatest of the ancestors.
Ted Faro, revered ancestor. That's tough to take.
I know better now, of course. Anyway, the Diviners discovered that Faro spent a great deal of time in San Francisco. In fact, many of the most important ancestors did. So the Emperor's nephew convinced him that an expedition across the ocean might solve our most pressing problems. If only we could find the right data in this fabled city. Perhaps we could roll back the floods and storms that threatened our people. The Emperor declared that all the tribe's resources be poured into this endeavor. Dozens of ships were built, scouting missions were dispatched, and the Emperor's nephew was named CEO, one who wields the legacy for the good of the Empire. The living embodiment of Ted Faro, a renewer. It may seem strange now, but for a time, he carried all of our hopes. We really believed he would save us. We had no idea just how perilous the journey would be.
哦，他明完了吗？对，其实说真的，毕竟他们那时候他们的资料好像还没办法看到更之后的事情吧。那时候他们的资料好像还没办法看到更之后的事情，所以他们其实也不知道到底世界是怎么毁灭的，然后法罗到底做了什么事啊，然后索贝克他们做了什么，他们应该也不知道灵芝曙光吧，所以他们也不知道基温这样子，觉得留下就好的，然后坏的都死光光。就是因为其实他们的历史是片面的啊，他们知道历史是片面的，所以他们对那个，然后他们对那个法罗认知也就是片面的这样子啊。
You said the expedition across the sea was more dangerous than you thought it would be. What happened?
We lost most of our ships to hurricanes, and scores of soldiers perished to hunger and disease. And that was before we even hit the coast. Once we landed, machines ripped our patrols apart, and we struggled to replenish our rations. There were bright spots, to be sure. We found Thebes and the greenhouse. But nothing improved the CEO's mood as his dreams of saving the tribe were slowly dashed. He became more and more obsessed with Thebes and what lay behind its door. And more and more convinced that the title of CEO was no mere honorific. You heard him, spouting nonsense about Pharaoh's essence and some kind of becoming. We knew these weren't the words of a sane man, but he was quick to put any who spoke out in front of a firing squad.
What a great guy.
The Quen are wrong about many things when it comes to the legacy. I can see that now. But what the CO became was a complete perversion of what principled diviners stand for. The pursuit of truth. I'm sorry you had to endure his madness. I'm just glad it's over. For everyone.
不过至少，如果之后结束的话，艾娃应该还是有机会把他知道的资料再带回去吧，然后再给主人看新的真相这样子。对啊，其实当初法罗目的就是这个啊，他就是那种，就是完全想要消灭掉自己的罪行啊，不让任何人知道啊，然后就是想要逃避掉自己的责任跟罪恶啊。毕竟他那种类型的人就这样啊，就是不会老实承认自己错了。对，那种人通常觉得这个都是别人的错，然后从来就不会承认自己的错误，那种人都是这样子啊。
So, Bohai, your overseer. Will he run things better than CEO?
He won't execute people on a whim, if that's what you mean. But he's hardly a paragon of integrity. I can't tell you how many times he took credit for data in the legacy that I uncovered. The best thing I can say about him is that he can be trusted to always do what's best for him.
Yep, sounds about right.
不过至少波海还能沟通啊。只要你跟他利益一致的话，基本上还是可以合作一下的吧。
You mentioned the reason you came here was to help your family. Your sister...
Her name is Alika. Our parents are commoners. Peasants, really. When I passed the divination exams, they were so proud. It brought honor to our family and increased rations. Only Alika begged me not to leave for the research academy.
Why? What happens there?
Alika knew that once you enter, you're not allowed to leave or see anyone, not even your family. Unless you can get special permission and an escort by an overseer.
It sounds harsh.
Like the focuses we keep, diviners are few in number, and the Empire is, well, fearful that outsiders will try to steal our knowledge. Last time I was allowed to see my family was just before our voyage here. Because of my position, I was able to get them refuge from the floods within the capital. But if our crops don't recover soon, they'll starve to death along with everyone else.
I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't come to that.
对啊，波海那种人就是至少还是可以沟通啦。你只要给他好处的话，他就可以跟你合作，这样也不会算太难搞吧。
I imagine you don't know anyone here that well yet, but they're a good group.
It's funny because one of your friends is, well, another you. Not that you are the same person at all. I mean, you are, as in, you're both genetically Elizabeth Sobek, but even so, you're different.
Yeah, we are. I hope everyone's been treating you okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. They've all been extremely welcoming. And they share the knowledge they learn on their focuses with each other freely. It's refreshing. Back home, diviners can only share data with the permission from the overseers.
Sounds restrictive and stifling.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
哦，他们昆人族就是会把资料严格管制吧，就是绝对不能让资料外泄，所以他们怕那个先导者把资料外泄，所以连他们都没办法跟家人见面，可能也是因为怕他们把资料弄出去吧，大概也是因为这样吧。
I see you've been using your new focus.
It's been fascinating. So much better than the version the Quen have. What would have taken me years to sort through, like the database you helped me recover? With this, I've been able to establish search parameters to speed up the process. This could revolutionize how diviners analyze the legacy. That is, whatever part of it the overseers would actually let us study.
他们那个监督感觉就很难搞哎。 这个是终于进化到那个 Google 引擎了是吗？那种感觉可能就是以前找资料没有办法用搜寻嘛，然后现在终于可以用 Google 引擎搜寻了，那种应该是这种差距吧。
You wanted data, you'll find lots of it here.
A diviner has never had this sort of unsupervised access to archives such as this. And knowing you, I suspect there is much that would normally be forbidden held within them. But I was sent here to help you. I would be remiss to ignore any truth laid before me. Maybe it'll help the Quen find their way back to the path of truth.
对，你就回去宣传一下那个法罗是让世界毁灭的元凶，你们要拜的祖先应该是索贝克。你们回去好好纠正一下你们历史观啊。
You mentioned Eric Visser. How do you know about him?
The Zenith who tried to kill you? He is known to the Quen as the Protector. Combing through data related to his work led us to breakthroughs related to weapons and military tactics. Knowledge our rulers used to conquer and expand, to become the empire we are today. That's why he's one of our most revered ancestors. But based on your encounter with him, it appears he's even more ruthless than we ever imagined. Yet another distorted interpretation in the legacy.
Well, at least you're piecing together the truth.
If only the overseers back home would do the same.
Beta mentioned other Zeniths. Tilda, Verbena, and Gerard.
就他们了解历史是片面嘛，所以连那个认知都会，连这个人那个认知都不一样。
The diviners haven't recovered.
I need to get going, but if you need anything,
all I need is to help you succeed in your mission. The plan Gaia told me about to capture Hephaestus, it will help set things right.
I hope so.
Then I will do whatever I can. I promise.
感觉艾娃应该是最后一个加入的吧？这游戏好像就是设定每一族都会有一个人加入这样子，所以感觉艾娃可能是最后一个是吗？
From the look on your face, I'd say the mission was a success.
不过这里没有卡尔加人，卡尔加人被排
Is
挤。
everyone ready to head out to Cauldron Gemini?
可是没有
As
卡尔
soon
加
as you
人
give
哦
the，word.
有诺拉人哦，有诺拉人，有那个乌塔鲁人，然后
friend?
有提纳科人，然后
The
还有那个
moment she laid
欧
eyes
瑟
on the
兰人，然后奎恩
archives, she
族，
jumped on them like a long leg.
就是卡尔
Yeah,
加
that's
人
all
被排
before
挤
you.。Once Gaia is back up and running, I expect you to put all your training to good use.
The seeds have been planted. All they need is a chance to bloom. What? I thought that was pretty good. Zoe liked it.
I'm glad you and Zoe found each other.
Don't forget, you're to blame for that.
Now that I have Omega clearance, we can grab Hephaestus and finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once.
不知道会不会有那么简单哎，感觉又不会
I
有那么
should
简
go
单。
get this to Gaia.
Of course. Let us know when we're needed.
赤色袭击，这么说好像立场也有点微妙吧？我也要看吧。我是觉得亚维德应该很想来，毕竟他之前就说很想要跟亚罗一起去冒险嘛。但是以他立场，可能会应该是尴尬到不行吧。
There she is. Heard you had an interesting time at Thebes.
Maniacs, lava, what's not to like?
I'll remember that next time I go traveling.
At least I got what we needed to trap Hephaestus.
Good thing I got my gear ready then.
Have you spoken with Alva yet?
Yeah, when she's not reading the archives like a giddy kid drinking her first ale. She took to that new focus quick, that's for sure. I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. But I can see why you two hit it off.
那个艾伦德就是，对，艾伦德就是那个肌肉白痴，所以就算了。
You look tired.
肌肉笨蛋没办法。
You never want to hold back, are you?
这个
I've
就
just
智
been
力问
making
题啊。
sure that I got everything down for this mission of yours. I wouldn't want to be the usual screw-up out there.
You'll do fine, Erend.
艾伦德就负责打架就好了。
I should get going.
As soon as you...
I'll give you the...
你就负责打架，对。 你不用想太多，就负责打架就好了。
Welcome back. Good to be back. Have you met our new Quen guest yet?
I could barely keep up as she gave herself a tour of the base. Varl gave her a new focus. Though when he told her she was free to access all the data we had here, she turned so pale I thought she'd faint on the spot. We showed her to the archive room so she could see for herself. She hasn't left the place since.
Sounds like Alba.
Oh, I also wanted to give you this. For helping with the land gods. Plainsong is in your debt.
Thank you, Zoe.
Oh,
You deserve much
这边还
more
会
for all you've
这边还
done.
会拿到谢礼哦。
May the land always bloom in your steps.
And yours? How are things with everyone?
他拿给我是啥？
Slightly quieter. Aaron's
Kaya
been busy
diyan, wala,
scouring
dito.
data on his newest obsession. Apparently the old ones wrestled machines as some kind of performance. Called it metal versus meat. A must-see battle between steel and flesh, as Aaron likes to put it. You'd think we have enough of that going around as it is.
拜托我这边的可是赌上性命的，这边可是赌上真正性命的哦。
Read anything
这边还有
interesting
支线
lately?
吗？
I found out the old ones use leaf infusions like the Utaru do. Tea, they call it. Apparently it helped soothe them. That and some sort of scented wax they used to cleanse their aura. Plus something called bubble baths. Me, I think I'll stick to singing to calm the nerves.
How to go with the chorus after we fix the land gods?
They were shocked when I told them that our lands would soon be on the mend. I thought Fane's eyes would pop out of his head. But of course they had no choice but to take it as good news, even if it meant all their preaching about meekly accepting our doom was exposed as rot. To be honest, I found the conversation to be highly enjoyable.
I'm glad. You deserve it. They're lucky that you never gave up on saving them. I need to get going.
Right.
可
We've
以
retrieved
可
the
以反
Omega
呛他们
clearance.
反呛那些
That
人
means
啊
we'll be going after Hephaestus soon. I'll make sure my gear's ready.
所以他刚给我什么？乌鲁塔看守的，这个是衣服吗？对啊，可以打他，当然很打他们脸呢。哦，这剑哦，哦，真的就哦，完全是无声攻击用的，全部都是无声攻击加成的。比较适合潜行啊，这剑就比较适合潜行这样子，完完全全的无声攻击加成啊。是啊，我在跟盖亚对话一下哈，这是上面吧。
Welcome back. Aloy, I know your experience in Thebes was unsettling, but we have a new problem.
Did something go wrong with Beta and the rig? Will we be able to transport you to Gemini?
The rig is complete. The problem is Hephaestus itself. It has accelerated its proliferation throughout the Cauldron network, increasing its power.
But with your sub-functions restored, we can still succeed.
它有个橙色欧色蓝哦，真假？
Correct, but the net effect is
我
that
该
absorbing
我该这种时间
Hephaestus
做一下
will
回收
take
任务了，
longer
最近
than
没时间。
previously calculated.
How long?
Even with Omega clearance, my current estimate is that the merge will take 35 hours.
And each hour increases the risk of detection by the Zeniths. Two cores. Two overrides. What if the merge were carried out by two clones of Elizabeth Sobek, both armed with Omega clearance? How long then? Half the time?
Hephaestus would be unprepared for the simultaneous labor of two operators, in addition to obvious synergetic efficiencies. Calculating. It would reduce the merge time to approximately 4.5 hours.
Okay. Varl, it looks like we're gonna need Beta at Gemini. Do you think you can convince her?
I don't know, but I'll try.
What about our diversion? Are the pulse generators ready?
Only a final test remains. I am confident that if fired in proximity to other cauldrons, the pulses will mask our activities at Gemini from the zeniths.
Good.
哦，还有那个狩猎场，
As long as Aaron can operate one without shooting
我
himself
都
in
再
the
找一下
face.
哈。
Aloy, you better get down here. Beta's in bad shape.
Okay.
好吧。老实说，我觉得亚罗伊根本，亚罗伊觉得自己就没办法跟贝塔沟通嘛，所以他才会请法尔跟他讲。毕竟贝塔那种个性就跟他不太合嘛。我再找找看好了，其他狩猎场我打完了，可是我还有一个好像还有一个狩猎场没打。对，我还有最后一个狩猎场没打。
Aloy, I tried, but it's impossible. I don't think anything will convince her to go.
这个小姐是有多难搞
We don't have a choice.
Good luck.
温室花朵，死都不想出门啊！
Beta, you have to come with us. It's the only way. It's one mission. The most important one. We need you. Tell me why you won't go. What if they take me back? Alone, in a cell again. Their slave. Forever.
他超怕，也是啊，毕竟你如果把它放在野外，大概10分钟就会被机械兽给打爆吧，就是完全就是手无缚鸡之力啊。他一出生的目的就是当个钥匙，然后除此之外啥都不会啊。
We have a solid plan. You helped come up with it. Without you there, the probability that the Zeniths discover us is high. But with you, that risk is much less. We'll get Hephaestus, get out, and come back here. It'll be okay. No! You can't guarantee that. I told you from the beginning we'll never beat them. It's hopeless. Beta. Leave me alone! You don't understand! You're right. I don't understand. We have the same genes, the same mind, the same heart. So why can't you find the strength to do what has to be done? Like Elizabeth would. Don't you think I've thought about that? I don't know what piece of Elizabeth I'm missing. I don't know what you have that I don't. I look through all the data from your focus. You were raised as an outcast, shunned, and isolated just like me, so what's the difference? What's my defect?
我觉得其实就是成长环境不一样吧。他跟亚罗伊成长环境不一样，所以个性也不一样啊，这很正常嘛。你说基因一样，也不一定就是同一种人啊。对啊，就是没啥勇气嘛。叫梁静茹唱勇气给他听，是不是？帮他灌几个勇气进去啊？就成长环境完全不一样，所以个性当然完全不一样啊。然后基因就只是身体上的差别而已吧。
Beta, look, it's not a piece of Elizabeth. The difference is, I had him. Frost. He raised you, trained you, but he was never warm or loving. The day he died, the day he gave you that charm, he was going to abandon you. He wanted me to embrace the tribe. But then he gave his life for mine. He loved me in his own way. And that was enough. What did it feel like? It was like having a strength that was always there. It's still there. Even now I hear him in my head when things get bad. When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. You don't have to go on the mission. We'll find another way. I'll go. Like you said, odds are in our favor if I do. We have to succeed. But you have to promise me one thing. Yes, of course. If it goes bad, if the Zeniths find us, I don't want to be their slave again. Do you understand? Okay. Promise? I promise. I could use as much time as you can give me to study up on the merge, to make it as efficient as possible.
我也想帮他换件衣服哎，他这件白衣真的有够丑，他不想自己换件衣服吗
I'll be ready when you are. I swear.
毕竟他当初就想逃出这里吧，所以他应该不会是内奸吧？
Whenever you are ready, come speak to me, and I'll ask the others to make final preparations for
看
the
他这
mission.
不想看他这不想回去，他应该不是内奸吧？
Hey.
我一开始还觉得他是不是内奸，而是那
wanted
个
to
远
make
方
sure
人
you're
派来的。
okay. I am. So how goes studying up on the merge? Guy and I have added a function that will display a holographic interface to visualize the data stream from Hephaestus. It should make expunging its malicious code a little more efficient. That's great. Whatever we can do to cut down the merge time is going to increase our chance of success. Good work. I'll continue to search for other ways to speed up the process. But whenever you're ready, I am too.
贝塔就是个性比较消极啦，对，不过他还是有一些知识跟那
So
个
aside
技
from
术之
Varl
类
and
的。
Gaia, who else have you been talking to? Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If it wasn't for Varl and Zoe, what matters is they helped me, and I recovered. Right? Right.
对啦，就宁愿不想再回去让他们摆布啦。所以他应该真的不会是那个啦，应该不会是卧底吧？看他那种怕的要死的感觉，应该就不会是卧
You
底。
said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about? He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving. It'd take a lot of physical training, but I bet you could do it. No. I'd be more interested in studying artifacts from the old world. Or the bunker door in All Mother Mountain. Well, the Nora would make you an outcast for that. Well, then I suppose we'd be outcasts together.
他们两个好像也算是完全不同类型吧。亚罗伊就是负责外面到处跑的，然后那个贝塔就是负责宅在家里研究的刺嘛。
Alva's joined us. Have you two had a chance to talk? She told me she's not allowed to access a lot of the data her people have. Similar to the restrictions I had in my training interface. I told her that if we succeed at Gemini, then once we return, I'll help her search for more ways to help her family. Even though Gaia will fix the biosphere, it'll take time for farmlands to fully recover. So, I want to help speed things up. How so? Bioengineering of more resilient plant strains, novel crop production methods, equipment upgrades. Something that might help in the short term. I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
对啊，贝塔就很适合待在家做研究。
So when you talk to the others,
毕竟
are
体
you
能这么长，就
calling
待在
them
家
over
里
the
研究好
focus?
了。
No, they'll come down here to visit. Like Erend. He's funny. But loud. I wish I could show him the media portal and the data channel. I think he would like the sports hollows. There was one where two people would criticize each other before wrestling to see who was stronger. It was bizarre and violent, but I think Erend would enjoy it. Yeah, you're right. I bet he would.
艾伦德就是喜欢那种东西嘛。
I'll be going.
Okay.
毕竟就是肌肉脑嘛。哎，好了，我还是一次先把这个主线解完好了，之后再把剩下的支线解一解，这样，毕竟还是有很多啊。就是这个。啊，算了，应该没问题啦。反正我的
Hello again, Aloy.
哦，冒出新的惊叹号了呢。那算了，我先把主线解一解再说。那这边要冒出新的惊叹号了。哇塞，这个地图你是要读多久？哎，这个可能是那个艾娃任务吧。
Hello, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia. So, me and Beta. I guess you heard what happened.
Yes. I am continuously impressed by the complexity of human relationships. Despite the unpleasant circumstances that led to your quarrel, I am pleased to see you have both found an agreeable resolution.
Well, 2 heads are better than 1, right?
Yes, I believe so. Are you ready to depart for Cauldron Gemini? Or we can continue our conversation, if you like.
没关系，那就直接去好了。
Okay, people. It's time to head out.
I'll get everyone together.
这么刺激哦！就是那个练筑场，你进去完全没有任何东西啊，因为那个是主线用的，那个跟奖杯也没任何关系啊。解完其他驻炼场就会练筑场就会拿到奖杯了，因为因为这个驻炼场完全是主线用的这样子。我知道了，开口吧。
Booting up.
毕竟他们带的上限都这么多。
Aloy, I am fully installed on this core and ready to connect to the Cauldron network.
It's good to hear your voice. Errand, everyone. Fire your pulses and sound off.
I'm at my cauldron. This thingy, it's blinking. Did I do it right?
In position at my cauldron. My pulse generator is blinking also.
That means they're working. I'm in position, and mine is too.
Mine as well.
Okay. Radio silence until I give the all clear. Signing off. Gaia, let's cage the beast.
Connecting to the Cauldron network now.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance. Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime, activating Omega clearance.
Clearance confirmed. Initiating containment sequence.
Critical threat detected. Imperative escape containment. Applying
Lock it down!
Terminating external connections.
It's working! It's got nowhere to go!
Capture imminent. Initiating contingency 13F.
Wait, what's that?
Malware detected. Attempting to compensate.
Containment.
Look.
是有一大堆机械兽跑下来。
Autonomous defenses. Directive.
哦，他跑了。
That means machines are on their way.
他是跑了还是机械兽要来了？
Get ready.
Here they come.
这个所以果然真的是那个防卫战嘛。
Coral, stay here. Protect
到底会几只来
Got it.
Be
你
careful.
来，你快来！这啥？那我读一下哦，侵略者一个啊，快帮我侵略者，对。连那个暗杀都不能暗杀啊，对不对？哦。 哇，你们飙一起来，这样我会怕。对不对？这个一定要打稳本，对不对？不行啊，一次太多只啊，对不对？
Stay back. Get back.
Mine.
至少这边不要让我井下门。对，变成塔巴干了呢，突然变成塔巴干，
Stay back.
Going.
I've got this.
啊，直接围殴呢，连那个，给一点时间暗杀时间都没有，哎呦，对，这个超神，对，没有耐力了，对，最讨厌，对不对？
Aloy, get a hand over here. Right away from Beta.
That's all of them for now. I better check on Beta and Girl.
我看一下有没有补药，让我捡一下药草。这个，哇，连新偷摸的机会、各先覆盖的时间都没有，有多刺激了！直接朝你冲过来了。这里。 有，这边有个补给队，还可以拿一些那个药草。
Good to have extra.
这个先留着好了，我不知道他会不会下一步。
You two okay?
Still breathing.
Aloy, Hephaestus can't escape, but it must have fled deeper into the facility. I'll drive it back here. I'll get the cracked core fixed in the meantime. Keep her safe, Val.
On my life.
所以我现在要去找他是吗？哦，好吧，那我还是补给先拿一拿好了，真的。对啊，赫菲斯托实在是很难搞哎，他这边就直接趁机跑了，不过也不意外啊，这里。
Chase after Hephaestus. Force it out of wherever it's hiding. Make it retreat to the core.
Hey!
You don't, Hephaestus! I'll find another way over.
你居然把我路给堵住了！你开什么玩笑？你把我的路给堵住了！我可以直接从那边滑翔过去吗？
Aloy, I'm patched into your focus feed. You should know there's a huge power draw coming from the next chamber. Thanks for the heads up. I'm almost there.
先做一些那个。
Some kind of production chamber. Festus is up to something, all right? What kind of machine is it trying to build? I don't know. But I'm gonna shut it down. Those metal carriers will lead me to where it's getting materials from. I bet that's where Festus is hiding too.
之后可能还要再走原路回去是吧？
Looks like there are a couple of ways I could go. Well, that doesn't sound good. Machines are making a beeline for another chamber. I better follow them. I might be able to catch a ride on the rail. Go over the shield.
哇，要到那里去啊！这里。
Aloy, I've managed to rewire most of the components in the core, but the energy processor's cracked. Without a way to fabricate another, there's no way I can fix it. Okay, let me think. What if you bypass the processor, connect it to the power node? I think that could work. I think it could.
我看应该不是这个，这边应该只是拿东西了吧？所以要搭那边的便车，我看一下，是要搭那边便车跳过去吗？我可以直接从那边滑翔过去吗？这个。 不让我作弊啊！好啦，你不让我作弊啊，对不对？我可不可以直接滑？这个。他是说要弄什么？要用什
There's a way over the shield.
不行，我到那边就会自动，它有空气墙，那个线可以勾吗？它有那个空气墙哎，那个。它好像隐约有个空气墙，我就没办法直接勾了，对不对？我在限制不行的话就直接找老路。哎。
There's an opening at the top of the shield.
哦，在这边直接滑后去，好吧。
There should be a node you can override. Near the central
Thanks.
风害有点严重啊，真的。这种精锐级也不能覆盖啊！精锐级它就直接把你的覆盖锁住。围殴啦，围殴啦，对不对？你们不要那么激动好不好？对不对？后面是托斯，你不要再傲娇了。后面是托斯就感觉好像离家很久的不良少年，有没有？想要把他接回家，还没搞别扭，哎，这个是。他说我不想回去，为什么逼我回去嘞？想逼我回去，我就干掉你这样，对不对？翅膀硬了就想飞啊，没这么简单，这个这里。想飞的话，还是问你，你要问一下亚罗伊，能不能让你走啊？哎，这个。哎，收拾，哎，这个。真的很像那种中二期的小孩子，有没有？我不想回家，你逼我回家，我就跟你好看这样子，哎，对不对？是不是还有啊？我还是听到其他机械兽的声音，但我看不到在哪，对不对？
Oh, great. The machine's on the way.
哇，这个是躲都来不及躲。
Hephaestus has locked me out of the node. Any ideas?
I'll see what I can do.
超强！哎，还有是大的。哎，这个可以覆盖啊，不是精锐级就可以覆盖，但是也要靠得过去才行。这个难度有点高啊，没什么隐蔽物了。好像就有这两只。那就直接炸它吧。修， 个。哎，你不要！哎，对。来，再炸一波！我这个致命弓箭死不了，对吧？这个当护盾，这个对。快点踩上去，快点踩上去啊！对。
Fire's not gonna stay. Next idea.
一来，半途没了，坐紧。对。
I got them all.
I tapped into the core's network hub. I managed to disrupt Festus' control of the node. You should be able to override it now.
Nice. Thanks.
补一下，就这个。还好没有那么变态啊！还好没有那么变态，放太多只这样。我不知道还会有几波哎。
Sounds like it fled to another chamber.
Well, it better not get comfortable.
Energy containment failed. Safe overrun.
Great. Festus covered the floor with lightning. I gotta find a way over it.
Aloy! More machines keep coming! Please tell me you're getting close!
Yeah, I'm working on it. I've been smashing through a lot of machines on my side, too.
I guess Aaron's missing out!
Aloy, I'm making progress on the bypass, but I need something to hold the cycling module together.
Maybe a ligament from one of the machine carcasses?
Right. Or some luminous braiding.
And you could reinforce it with a conversion cylinder.
For increased connectivity. I think we can do this, Aloy.
这个对话只有他们才听得懂啊！没，对。
Should be able to catch a ride on one of those metal carriers.
那个没抓好啊，那个，哇，他为什么没勾到啊？士兵只能用勾过去了，还是这边？这个好像不太能踩。刚刚不知道为什么那边没勾到啊。 补给还是蛮多啦，所以还好，还好这边它补给很多。这个，然后这边再抓住那个。
Got it.
上防攻击，上防攻击，对，就是。啊！哇，这死不了啊，真的。哎，袋鼠近战痛哎，真的。哎，我打了，再，真的。 哎，收拾，你们这个，我先观望一下，还有多少机器啊？对不对？还好啊，这边大概也没有太大只的这样子。他上来了，什么鬼？对不对？ 射到后面的了，是不是？你这么说反而让我怕。这个。啊，不然把那个电浆，我现在有了电浆武器，就是把。我不知道能不能射到他背后那根啊，对。那感觉很难射，对不对？
Prime with plasma.
哇，很难射到哎，真的。很难射到他后面那个位置啊。啊，没射到，太近，有点。 这 跳，一直跳，跳没完。哎，那个，哦，没有 focus 可以那个，哎，这个很烦哎。它这个雷达会干扰 focus 的讯号，所以要过一阵子 focus 才能够再搜索这样。又来。
Oh, here we go again.
哇，好多次。
That doesn't sound good. I'll try to get your access back.
Mark 8
你不要这样玩我，你不要。对不对？怎么覆盖这是缠脚兽啊？哇，感觉难度好高啊，对不对？我要看不是这个，另外一个，那个缠脚兽，对不对？对不对？